Okay, today I am working on my neighbor's 1200 again. He had a problem. His reverse was not working. Turns out he had the wrong cable installed. He had bought an eBay cable and it was not the correct one. So here's how you pull them out from the back. There's this threaded piece that threads into the back of the hull. It's got a rubber seal around it. You fish it through the hull, and then you've got this plastic nut that you've got to put over your cable. And you'll notice the engine is in this ski, so it's actually not that hard of a job to do. You've basically got the plastic nut, and you got to feed this cable back along the inside. The only thing about doing it with the engine still installed is I won't be able to put it in there's some clamp type things that kind of keep all the cables in a bundle down there. Can't show them to you because you can't see them. But I'll run this along and hopefully it will go up kind of a ramp area toward the front. I may have to reach in there with a tool to grab this and get it pulled up through the nose in the front. But yeah, you'll want to open that up and open everything up so you got plenty of light coming in. And let's go ahead and feed this thing through, and I'll get you in on the next stage of it. But for starters, get your nut on. You don't want to forget that. Get it underneath all of everything and running through this passage right here. And start feeding it through, and you want to keep your nut back here because it's got a thread onto that white plastic piece. I'm going to go along, shove this. I'm already bumping something. There it goes. It got past it. There it goes. Got past something else. It's stiff enough that you can work with it like this. I can't see what I'm doing up there, but I can kind of feel it. All right, so I think I'm gonna have to go get my grabber tool because I've hit an obstacle that it won't just kind of go past. So I'm gonna go get my grabber, probably reach down in there and grab it and pull it up where I can get a hand on it and pull it on up into the ski. Okay, so how to do this. You wanna make sure, it's not fun, okay? But you wanna make sure that your tip is pointing toward the side of your jet ski as you go through this hole here, so that it runs along the inside. There's a channel in there that'll want to follow, and it'll be closer to the inside, and it'll go right up under the fuel tank. That's where it tends to want to go. I have two. Without these, I couldn't have done it, and this one didn't work for me. It doesn't have a strong enough grip. This little 4-pronger. This is like my grandfather's old. I've never seen one like it. Just two that come out and grab, and it went around. I went around the shaft like this, and it slipped too and kept pulling. You have to do it through here, and I've got it here now. There it is right there. But you're working in that area down there, and you want to get the silver part where you can see it and grab it with something. I guess if you were all in this compartment upside down, you might be able to reach it, but I couldn't do it. I had to get a stool and be up on a stool, reaching in as far as I could with that grabber just to grab a hold and get around this stainless steel part of this. But it bolts up down there. Light shining on it. There's 2 bolts, and that bolt, that clamp, goes around the stainless steel part of the cable, which I can't pull up far enough to show you, but it bolts around that part in the middle of the screen there, at the base, at the end of the red, and at the end of there's a cover that covers the cable there. The clamp fits onto that, and it bolts. The little head goes on that right there. And so we should have reverse back on this very shortly. It's fun getting to those. I recommend a 10mm gear wrench, which I do not have still. I need to get one. It's just easier because the quarter ratchet, you're really having to get up on that stool and reach in here. With a gear wrench, you would have a little bit of extra length to get onto it. And that's how you install this reverse cable when your reverse doesn't work with the engine in place. It can be done. Getting the old one out, I guess, could be a little problematic. I'll show you, if I remember, my ski, what it looks like running at the end of this video, what it looks like when it runs through the craft and is installed. Okay, so really quick before the sun goes down, this is the cable that was on his ski. This portion is too short. It takes a long on both ends, about like this. This is coming out the back. That seemed to be right, but here's how it runs on a ski that pretty much everything's been gutted out of. You need to move this hose out of your way so you can see what you're doing when you do this with the engine installed. So there's where it's bolted with two 10mm bolts. You can see it's a long stainless steel end that hooks up to that big black piece that extends down, coming off of your reverse lever. And here it is from this angle. With the engine out, it's very easy to see how it routes, and it'll hook in through those two clamps that kind of keep all your wiring bundles together before it goes out the back and to here. Of course, this being all plastic, don't go crazy with the tightening. Just snug it up good where it won't come out. You'll be good. Not that hard of a job. You can see I just did it on his ski with the engine in. Wouldn't be as hard on an 800 like this one because you don't have as much blocking everything. But if you did have to pull this with an engine in a 1200, these, keep in mind, these are quick release ends. You just pull that down and it pops off the little ball. But this, if you buy the cable, it's probably not even going to come with this. But this is threaded on here. And so to make it easier, if you're pulling this, when it's in the ski and installed in these two clamps, pull the end off, unscrew the end, and then pull it through. It'll come through a lot easier for you. Can't be done without a pickup grabber tool like I showed you. If you can do it without one, more power to you. But that's it. Shade Tree Jet Ski. Hope that helps you install a reverse cable on your Yamaha jet ski when yours breaks. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. See you in the next video.